Hello students, welcome back in the lecture 3 of the electricity. Welcome back in the class, and today we will study about the electric potential. So basically, what does it mean, the electric potentials? So physically it is a conditions that gives the directions of the flow of charge. So what happens that electric potential, we can write that electric potential is a conditions that determine the direction of flow of charge. So we can write that physically it is a conditions that determines the direction of flow of charge. So electric potential, physically we can say that electric potential is a condition that determines the direction of flow of charge. Let us try to understand that how the electric potential is generated at a single point, and how the electric potentials we can measure between the 2 points, as we know that and such that is known as the electric potential difference. So basically we measure the electric potential difference between any 2 points, but before that discussions, let us discuss that how the electric potential is generated at a single point, and what does it mean, the electric potential at a point. Okay, so suppose this is a positive charge. Consider this is a positive charge, positive Q, okay, plus Q. So consider this is a positive charge, and its appreciable influence is this region. Okay, so what does it mean, appreciable influence? That means in this region they show their influence. That means if any negative charge that will comes into these regions, then they will attract towards the centers, or then they will attract towards them. And if any positive charge that will be come into these regions, that will be represented with dotted lines, so they will repel away from them. So basically that is known as the appreciable region. So suppose that this is a positive charge, and this point is considered as the positive charge Q, and it has it has appreciable region, or where is the there is a appreciable influence. कहने का मतलब यह है कि आप समझने का कोशिश कीजिए कि यहाँ पे हमने एक पॉजिटिव चार्ज लिया है, और सपोज कीजिए कि एक पॉजिटिव चार्ज का जो है सो ये एक एप्रिसिएबल इन्फ्लुएंस रीजन है, जिसके अंदर जो है सो ये अपना जो है सो इन्फ्लुएंस जो है सो दिखा सकता है, राइट. एंड सपोज दैट that there is a one positive charge that will be situated outside these regions. Okay, so what we try to this positive charge come closer to this positive charge. Means हम ये कोशिश करने वाले हैं कि हम इस पॉजिटिव चार्ज को इस पॉइंट पे लाने का कोशिश करेंगे, लेकिन according to charge properties we know that the single charge will repel each other. Okay, so if we try to this positive charge move toward this point, then we have to do some certain work, or we have to do some certain work done, because we have to do that work done to overcome that repulsive force that will be generated between these two charges. Okay, so if we try to this positive charge moves toward this point, so let us try to move. So what will happen, there is a opposite influence of that charge will occur. So we have to do some work to overcome this repulsive force, right? Let us try to understand. सपोज कि हम एक चार्ज ले रहे हैं, पॉजिटिव चार्ज ले रहे हैं, ये एक पॉजिटिव चार्ज है और इसका इन्फ्लुएंस फील्ड ये है, और हम एक पॉजिटिव चार्ज consider that this is infinite. Okay, so why it is considered as infinite? Because from these regions there is no influence, or there is not an appreciable influence of this charge. So let us consider that this out of this region is considered as infinite distance from this charge, or this charge. Okay, so from infinite one positive charge, we will try to move one positive charge from infinite to that point. So but according to charge properties, they want to repel each other, they repel each other, but we have to do some work to overcome that repulsive force. So suppose when we move this positive charge to this point, okay, so we have to do some work. So what we have to do, that the electric potential is a work done. Okay, electric potential is a work done to move a unit positive charge from infinity to a specific point. Okay, so electric potential, we can write that electric potential is a work done per unit work done to move unit positive charge, from infinite to that specific point. So what is electric potential? The work done per unit charge, that charge that will be moved from this infinite to this point. Okay, so that is called electric potential. So we can write, or we can formulate as the electric potential, or potential is equal to work done per unit charge. So work done per unit charge that will move from infinite to that specific points. So this work done, why this work done is necessary? Because this work done is necessary to overcome this repulsive force that will be applied between this positive charge and this positive charge, that will be that positive charge that will be want to move from infinite to this specific points. So this is called electric potential. So electric potential at a point is a work done to move a unit positive charge from infinite to that specific point. So electric potential at a point is a work done to move a unit positive charge from infinite to that specific point. That is called electric potential. So now electric potential is represented as V, and its SI unit is volt. Okay, so here the electric potential will be defined as the work done per unit charge. You can also define as the work done per unit charge, or you can define as the electric potential at a point is a work done to move a unit positive charge from infinite to that specific point. Its SI unit is volt, and the volt itself is symbolized with V, and the electric potential is also symbolized with V. So what we learn, that the formula of electric potential is equal to work done per unit charge. So what is the SI unit of potential? That is 1 volt, is equal to what is the SI unit of work done? That is 1 joule. And what is the SI unit of charge? That is 1 coulomb. So we can write that 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per coulomb or 1 joule per coulomb. Right? So how can we define that 1 volt? So we write that 1 volt of electric potential at a point that 1 volt of electric potential at a point when 1 joule of work done required to move 1 coulomb of charge from infinite to that point. So the potential is equal to work done per unit charge. The 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per 1 coulomb. It can be symbolized or it can be written as the 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per coulomb. 1 volt can be defined as the 1 volt of electric potential at a point when 1 joule of work done required to move 1 coulomb of charge from infinite to that specific point. Okay, so this is the electric potential. Now we will discuss about the electric potential difference. So now we discuss the electric potential difference. As we know, and initially we say that the electric potential is a physical conditions that determine the direction of flow of charge. So basically we measure most of the time we measure the electric potential difference, that will be the potential between those 2 points, any 2 points. So before this we discussed that electric potential at a point, but now when we discuss the electric potential difference, suppose there is 2 points, okay, so A and B, and suppose there is a unit positive charge, okay, and when the unit positive charge, so electric potential difference, what does it mean? So the work done required to move a unit positive charge from one point to other point. Okay, so how the electric potential difference is defined? It is defined as the work done required to move the work done per unit charge move from one point to another point. So basically we can define that potential difference is equal to work done per unit quantity of charge moved. Quantity of charge moved. Okay, so work done per unit quantity of charge moved, that is called potential difference. Okay, it is defined as the work done per unit charge moved from one point to another point, and the potential difference is work done per quantity of charge moved. So in the same way, the electric as the same electric potentials, the electric potential difference has same formula, that is equal to so the potential difference as the SI unit of 1 volt, work done 1 joule, and the SI unit of charge is 1 coulomb. So here it is also that 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per 1 joule per coulomb. So that is the electric potential and electric potential difference. Okay, so what we understand from the electric potential, that electric potential at a point is a unit electric potential at a point is a work done to move a unit positive charge from infinite to that specific points, and the electric potential difference is a work done to move unit positive charge or unit charge from one point to another point, or the work done per unit work done divided by total quantity of charge moved from one point to another point. In this way we find the electric potential and electric potential difference respectively. Okay, so now we will discuss about the high potential and low potential. So what is high potential and low potential? So basically when a body have accumulations of charge, then it is called that body have electric potentials, right? So basically what is electric potential? The accumulations of charge at certain point is called electric potential. So suppose one body have some certain positive charge. So here the positive charge will accumulate, and somebody have there is a negative charge accumulates. Okay, so by conventionally the positive charge body is considered as at high potential, and the negatively charged body is considered as at low potential. So conventionally it is considered as the positively charged body is at high potential and the negatively charged body is at lower potentials. As we know that how the positively charged and negatively charged body will appears, or the accumulations of the positive charge or negative charge. So basically if this body will lose some electrons to this body, then there is a accumulation of negative charge, and in this way this body will become the positive charge, or the accumulations of positive charge happen. So basically the positively charged body will be considered as a high potential body, and the negatively charged body is considered as a low potential body. So in this lecture we will discuss about the we will discuss about the electric potential and electric potential difference. One thing that you have to remember that the first line, that electric potential is a conditions, or electric potential, yes, electric potential is a conditions that gives us the directions of flow of charge. So when we discuss about the electric current, that time it is necessary to consider about the high potential body and the low potential body, and further we will see that how the charge will move. And as we know that the current electricity, the moving charge produce the electric current. Okay, so we will see that how the charge will move from one point to another point in a single body, or how the electric current will produce. Okay, thank you.